What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. I went ahead and did all the inventory management when we got back to base off camera, but I have some unfortunate news. So you know those charges that we took out of the nail gun? It still deleted them. They're no longer in our inventory, so I'm thinking... I don't know what to do with this. I mean, it's deleting ammo pretty frequently, actually. Like, ammo is vanishing at a disturbing rate. Oh, I thought I did all the... Okay, I didn't do all the inventory management. I lied. I'm a giant liar. Feel free to lampoon me or... I don't know, whatever you want, cowpoon me, whatever. A cowpoon seems really painful though, so maybe I'll stick with the lamb. I guess we just won't use special items. I mean, it's unfortunate that I have to do that. I reported it on the forums and I asked if there was a plan to fix it or make it better. Hopefully that happens. No idea though. For Renee Cass, I guess I'm gonna give her a machete. A machete. Oh my god, a machete. There we go. I said a machete, but I meant a machete. There we are. Actually, the meat cleaver seems kind of awesome. Hold on, let's play with the meat cleaver for a second. I know I said I did inventory management off screen, but I'm actually looking around at different weapons to see which ones might be better or worse than others. How is the cleaver? 4 AP for 10 to 20? Not that great. How's the machete by comparison? I know we looked at it before, but I want my machete to be super awesome. Let's go. There we go. Machete. Got ourselves a machete. How good is the machete? 4 AP still, but that one at least does a little bit more damage than the cleaver. Yeah, disappointed because the stun guns and things seem like... I feel like we could use some of these offhand items, like the taser. I would definitely put a taser on Renee and her offhand just in case we came against humans. Pepper sprays the exact same way, but unfortunately it keeps deleting my ammo, so it can't be helped. Sorry, everybody. Even when, I guess I can try and just keep them in somebody's inventory from now on, possibly. It might work that way, and just never put them in my inventory, just keep them in my offhand permanently once it happens. I guess that's the next step. We'll try that, but it's the end of the day. I don't really see any reason for us to hang out and, like, fiddle with stuff. I think they were trying to fix the well, if that's what I correctly remember putting them on. I don't know. I moved some stuff around. There was, like, a load. My game crashed. Basically, things have been moved around a lot. Okay, so it's got 38 hours left. I'm assuming there's no work time. I may just take a couple people out on a scouting party and not actually loot anything tomorrow. Just like unlock locations, basically. And then once we've unlocked a whole bunch of locations, maybe we can then have bigger looting groups and we can leave somebody here to help out with the well so that it gets done quicker. Elaine does not appear to be receptive to conversations. Alright, well, I guess if that's what she wants to do. Let's see if anybody else has anything to say right now. I will say that a lot of my problems have gone away now that I'm just insisting on using DX Tori with the game. A lot of the crashes have gone away. Got some time for questions. I think we've already asked him all of his questions. I've read that the conversations don't change very often, so that looks okay. Actually, let me check the questions. Let's see. Yeah, they pretty much stay the same. Don't kill innocent people, by the way. In my other playthrough, a guy was like, get away from me or I'll kill you. And I took that as like a I'm going to kill you threat. And I just attacked him first because I don't deal well with threats. It's a personal flaw. I just don't deal well with them. I get kind of like Hulk rage going and I just like freak out because I don't like being threatened. Did I accidentally... Hold on. For those of you who I was able to chat with on the shortwave radio last night, thank you for sharing your stories with me. Hell, for even talking with me. It's been a while since I heard a human voice beside my own. Up till now, I wasn't sure if anybody was listening. I guess I really didn't know what it was like in the world outside of these studio walls. For those tuned in right now, you should know something. You're not alone. There are others still out there living, trying, and hoping. There are others just like you, but I heard some real horrible stuff too. Those things out there, the infected, the monsters, whatever you want to call them. I believe everyone when they claim these things are dead, I really do. And I'm a lifelong skeptic ready to yell bullshit at the drop of an internet conspiracy theory, but I've got to admit that if it looks like it's dead and walks like it's dead and it smells like it's dead, you need to get the fuck out of there. Don't try to reconcile the logic of it. The proof is staring you right in the face, and well, I hope it's not staring you in the face, but for Lord's sake, or for Ford's sake, people just don't stand there like you're that guy in a horror film. Find a place safe, someone to watch your back, a good solid howitzer for security, and a year's supply of butter beans, and keep those calls coming because I can only amuse myself for so long before I chafe. He made a masturbation joke. He was talking about pulling his doodle. What else have I not looted? There's got to be something around here that I've missed. I know that I can't have checked this place all too well. Can we check these individual rooms? I know that these little icons only show up if you've actually seen the lootable spot before, so maybe it's a good idea. School is cool. Only when they turn the heater off. Let's go over here. I'm a bad influence. Sorry, kids. Go to school. Be smart. I don't know, though. I always learn stuff better on my own anyway, so I always felt like school was sort of irrelevant until I had a question to ask, and then you show up just to ask that question, and then once again, don't really need to be here. That was just my personal opinion of school. Then again, I was a ward of the public school system, which is undoubtedly awful, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let's continue searching lockers. I hope you live like in an area where, oh, I did miss stuff. There it is. I totally missed some stuff and some things. Some tampons in a locker. Somebody's gonna be upset when they come back for those. A notebook, a protein bar, some cigarettes as well. Somebody was smoking in the boys' room. Whack, 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 wow. I like that song too, but I like the Motley Crue version. I don't even know who did the original version. Honestly, that's a song that's had so many covers that it's like very, very difficult to figure out who done it first. I guess we will sleep for the night. I don't think there's a whole lot left for us to do. We turned off the fuel, so that's good. Morale changes up by 19. Very, very good. We are bringing home a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, the previous day we had a minus, so a little bit of a downer right there. We got some fresh food. We ate some food right there. Very, very nice. I hope they start with the fresh food first, and then we didn't have any antibiotics, unfortunately, that we brought back with us, so that's a little bit of a downer. Working toilets bonus. Obviously, we need people to have working toilets. Next day, you're just in time. He just started waking up. Ugh. Huh? Where am I? Where's my laptop? Try to relax. You've been out for... Am I hurt? Do I still have arms? Check. Are my legs paralyzed? Oh, wait. There they go. Phew. Thought I was a cripple for a second there. Oh. Never mind that. Please tell me that this is the Caribbean. Wait, do you remember the crash? We could mess with him. Chow man, just in time for coconut daiquiris and Cuban cigars. Irie. Good, good. Does money still work? Do I need to trade you something for the shells or what? You're in Texas. Central Texas. Ah, crap. Yeah. No matter. Well, since the first phase of my plan didn't turn out like it should, I'm fully prepared to go on to stage 2. Let me think. Where's the girl? Think there was one here once. Tell her I need a map of the local area. Handicapped man, please fetch my laptop from my things. To you, man. Please provide me with a general outline of all our assets and potential allies. Well, chop chop, people. I don't think you understand the situation you're in. Duh, why do you think I was on that plane? Any idiot could see what was going to happen. If that stupid pilot hadn't crashed, I'd be the king of Curacao by now. Let me outline my plan for you. Step 1, a mystery virus makes everyone lose their collective minds. Anarchy reigns. Stupid people get killed for being stupid. I'm going to do his voice like that from now on. Step 2, a leader who calmly relies on logic, aka me, comes up with a superior, amazing plan. A group of less stupid people that keeps a super amazing plan to keep a group of less stupid people alive while the rest of the idiots die off from starvation and tetanus. Step 3, we rebuild the world as a place of reason and science where I am worshipped as a hero for creating a new golden age. Oh, and you're welcome, by the way. The end. The stupid people are dying and coming back to life, and they outnumber us right now. Well, that's not very logical. It seems I will have to think this over and come up with a new plan. All right, everyone, give me some space. I need to think for right now. Let me know when you do. Assignments will be posted in the cafeteria. Welcome to hell. There's something I've been meaning to discuss with you. Sure, let's talk. There's something I'm concerned about. I've been here over a week and nothing's changed. As far as I know, help isn't on the way, which means we may be here for weeks, maybe even months, and we're not equipped for that at all. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Well, we'll need more food, medicine supplies, fuel for the generator, and ways to defend ourselves. We can't just sit here and wait. We have to function as if no one else is going to come for us. I've thought over it a lot. Even with your loss, you risked your life for strangers. Someone here needs to make the final call on difficult decisions, and I don't think anyone else here is prepared to do that. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you need someone to lead. Well, yeah, that's the kind of intuition that I think would go far. I happily volunteer. I shall be your dictator, with an emphasis on the dick part. Good. It's gonna be tough, no doubt. People's way of life, their support groups, and their routines are all gone. They're gonna be on edge, combative, and we're gonna need even more of them under this roof. We're gonna need to keep this place secure and stocked with essentials, but also balance it with the needs of our group. I'd suggest we start modifying the school to become more of a long-term shelter. You won't please everyone all of the time, but chiefly we need to keep morale up. If this place falls apart from within, people are going to start to realize they're no better in here than out there. Anyhow, no pressure. Well, let's get started. Of course, I'll be here if you need any help. While you're out looking for supplies for other survivors, I'll keep an eye on the progress here and let you know if I spot any problems. Alright, Davis, let's get to work. Good luck to all of us. So basically what I would say is don't kill innocent people and your morale should be okay by and large. If you kill innocent people, though, it tends to get out of hand pretty quickly. Like, people get bummed out really, really rapidly, so don't do that. I tested it in my other playthrough. Anything that would improve your mood? Oh, I get it. You're trying to win my favor. Well then, in that case, I demand a shrubbery. Get it? No? Fine. Just get me some rechargeable batteries and some hot sauce. I'll see what I can do. I feel like there's a saliva buildup whenever I do that voice. Like I need to stick cotton in my mouth before I do it, because the second I start doing this, it starts to build up on top of my tongue almost instantaneously. And it gets a little bit out of control very, very rapidly. I need like a napkin or something. Additionally, my microphone is looking decidedly showered at the moment. I think let's go to the job board, which is in the other side. How do I always go to the wrong side of the building when I need the job board? Every single time I go to the wrong side. Every time. Every time I mess it up. I should also probably drop off some of these luxury items in the stock room. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. It should stock them automatically, I think. Yeah, it'll go through and it'll stock the stuff automatically that you're carrying around with you, so... There we go. The button is only there in case it decides to not obey. As machines sometimes do. Alright, let's go talk to the job board. See what I was going to say, talk to Anita, but we've got an extra person. That's pretty sweet. Doug Schultz is sick. That means he's just like out for 24 hours? Okay, that's fine. That leaves us in no worse of a position, so I suppose I won't cry about it. I can put them on the well, and in fact, I think I may put Renee Cass on the well too. How does that improve our well chances? 24 hours by tomorrow we can have it done? Ooh. Okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good. We'll leave that for 24 hours right there. We're going to Actually, should I leave? I kind of need Renee just in case things get hairy, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Let's bounce on out, and we're going to do a scouting mission today. Basically, all that we're going to do while we're out and about is we're just going to sit around and see if we can find new nodes to loot. If there's anything too dangerous looking, though, we are going to vamoose. As always, I am going to save as a precaution before we leave the town, just in case things get out of hand more quickly than I can handle them. And let's go to the 83 over here. I think less people might help us travel quicker, too. Basically, my goal is going to be to stick along the road. I don't know if that improves our travel time. Corn stalks. So yeah, let's go ahead and harvest them. We don't have a ton of harvesting skill, but any food that we can bring back is nice, so that'll be good. I think it takes a total of, I wasn't looking at the clock, 16 stalks. Okay, sounds good. Awesome. The corn stalks at midnight. I think we'll probably head back around 5-ish. It's a little disappointing that we haven't found anything yet. There we go. The Menards Strip Mall. Decidedly less nude than it would describe itself as. A strip mall is not what you would think it would be. It's not a mall with like stripper poles all over the place. I think that might destroy the family atmosphere of the whole thing that they're trying to accomplish there in encouraging people to shop. Alright, we should probably go back home. The corn stalks are all we brought back with us, but with 24 hours left until the well is done, I feel like it's probably a good idea just to waste a day maybe. I mean... Alright, so we got 16 fresh food. That should help out with some of the loss we're going to experience tonight. I think we're losing 18 a day. So that should offset the fact that, I mean, we're still going to lose morale, I think. So there's that to be considered, but I don't know. We'll hang in there. Everything's going to be okay, I hope. Elaine, she's crying less today, but she's been staring at the floor for hours. I know you're still in shock, but I'm trying to help you. She claws at her legs but doesn't look up. I'll just sit here and wait for you to say something, that's all. Her head goes slack and she starts sobbing again. It's alright, I'm here for you. She whispers as if she's trying to say something and then shakes her head. Yes, Elaine? It was. I'm so sorry. She begins to sob. She's not gonna... God. This lady, this PTSD thing. You're eating our food. I know I've brought this up, but you're eating our food, and so I need you to participate. Wallowing in sorrow doesn't fix anything for anybody. It makes it worse for you, in fact. If you're down and you're feeling low, the best response to that stimuli is just to get out there and find new stimuli. Just in my personal advice, having dealt with being depressed several times through the course of my life after like careers and things have fallen apart, get out there, stretch your legs a little bit, If you don't do it, it's never going to get better on its own. I think that's the number one lie that you try and tell yourself, is that, you know, you sit there in the corner and just be upset, and maybe things will get better from that, and I can virtually assure you they shall not. That is not a thing that will happen. So, stretch your legs, get on out there, take it slow, try some new things maybe, participate in our little societal experiment that we're playing along with right now, and maybe things will get better. Maybe. It's hot today, so hot I saw a rattlesnake swallow a popsicle, so hot that I'm debating cracking the door open, except that I have a confession to make. You ready? I'm an enormous coward. Even though this place is miles to anything resembling civilization, the door stays closed for now. I'm not risking death for a cross breeze. You want to know something potentially hilarious? Obviously the station is still getting power from somewhere, right? Well, I went to turn on the air conditioning the first day I was here and I found a note on it. I'm going to read that for you right now. Do not turn on air. Broken. Only blows hot air. New one coming next week. Isn't that funny? Anyone want to take the odds on that delivery? I'm starting to get delirious/sweaty. It's so damn hot. Let's go to some music to make our minds off of it. Let's see. Pony Airship, Bear Supply, Wolf Mason, so many wolf bands. Here we go. Here's the latest or maybe last from Von Monsterface. It's called Plastic Guitar Star, and it's the only thing about today that's cool. The music begins to play. We'll talk around for a little bit, see if there's anybody that we can chat with. You got anything over here? Nay? Well, then I'm not going to concern myself with it, sir. Not going to concern myself with it. What happened to the deodorant that we were carrying around? I know we looted deodorant, and we could use that to improve somebody's mood. Did it stock it? Like, it's weird because some of the items stock and some of the items don't, and so you gotta, like, memorize the ones which auto-stock and just, like, keep them on you and never put them in here. But the deodorant is definitely gone, unfortunately. It is no longer a thing that exists. We're going to take a morale hit tonight because we didn't bring back any stuff, and I guess that makes people bummed out. But we can take a look at the job board, and unfortunately, since I can't explain to people why we're taking the hit, we can at least feel better about the fact that the job's probably going to get done by tomorrow, maybe? Let's go to the second floor, and we'll nap out for the night. Okay, and so there's the morale hit I was telling you about. That's allies with an okay mood or a minus 30. If they're content, they still lose morale? That doesn't feel very balanced to me. Like, if somebody's content, why would they lose morale for the entire group? Ugh. Alright, come quick, there's someone at the gate. Sir, are you alright? The school. Am I back? He's covered in blood. If it's his, he might be in shock. All the blood in the school. My mouth is so dry. Why are you covered in blood? Is it yours? I killed them all. So many. I think he's delirious. I can't stop now. I just need to... He's crashing. He looks like he's severely fatigued. We should get him inside and patch him up. Check him for bites. He might be too far gone already. I don't think this is his blood. No bites or scratches on his skin as far as I can tell. Wait, not his blood? That doesn't seem suspicious. Guy could be a lunatic. Well, what do you propose? That we leave a possibly innocent man to die outside our front gate? Shouldn't we wait until he wakes up and ask him what happened? Alright, fine, but I want him watched. If he does anything funny, shoot him. In his state, I'd be surprised if he could whisper a threat. You do what you have to, and I'll keep an eye on him. Hey, I just took a look around, and you gotta help me. This is not happening. I can't take this. What's wrong with you? The internet is gone. There's not a single Wi-Fi signal anywhere. Not even a dial-up modem connection. It's all gone. No news sites to check and comment on. No message boards to read and comment on. No streaming video sites to watch and comment on. There's nothing to click, nothing to browse. There's nothing. I'm having a withdrawal. I can't go cold turkey. Well, the world kind of ended, Doug. The internet was designed with the end of the world in mind. There's gotta be servers on out there somewhere, emails being sent, information being posted. Don't you see? There's data out there somewhere. Shh, wait, I've got something. Yes, we need cell phones, USB drives, tablets, hard drives, whatever. Just bring them to the library and we'll comb them for data. And other things. Duh. I used to retrieve passwords for idiots all the time. My program will decrypt most of the password, allowing us to easily guess it. Then we'll strip any usable info off the device and save it to a directory on the computer's hard drive. Just check the library later. It'll be so simple even a Mac user can use it. Whew, shots fired. Now, get out of my way. I've got to get to work on this thing while it's still in my head. Doug runs off. I like Doug. Doug might go in my party. he seems kind of useless, other than, you know, the fact that he seems to be pretty good at the jelly bean tool. But that's, if you don't know what the jelly bean key finder is, you should Google it. Jelly bean key finder allow you to steal people's passwords all the time. I used to use it when I worked in IT constantly. Like, if somebody doesn't know what their Windows key is, you can use jelly bean key finder to get their Windows key out of, like, the boot. You can use it for all kinds of stuff. It's pretty useful. Oh, never mind. We already talked to him. So can we do anything in here now? Thanks for hooking up that program in the library. It's not really a substitute for the internet, not that I keep checking for a connection every time the generator starts up or anything. Does it work? How does it work again? Okay, so he already explained that. We know what's going on. What would you say your skills are? Computer IT, management, ancient Japanese weaponry and hand-to-hand combat, the biathlon, wilderness survival, dungeon mastering, multiplayer games, and victory. That's you. Your skills are in victory? That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna be frank with you. Oh, never mind. There's the data system. Let's find out. 1. Read data. Number 2. Let's see here. Encryption detected. Extracting passcode hash. Success. Running heuristics on hash. Success. Passcode length 5. Matched characters 2. Remaining characters C, I, and A. Okay, so it's going to be panic, I guess. There we go. Data successfully decrypted. Enter the display area. I'm going to tell you, when I saw P and N and then the 2, I was going to say penis first, but I guess it works. Image not found. Several people wheel in the sick into an emergency room and leave. They are never signed in, die during the wait. The dead get up and attack the rest in the room. I photographed this same scene in 2 different locations. Let's see here. Remaining characters. So we've got a 5-word password with an O and an E. Money, I think. There we go. Woohoo! Alright. Let's see. I can't see because of my fraps that's up in the corner right now, and I don't remember. It's DX2, and I don't remember my hotkey to move the numbers right now, but it says I can tell that they are not a real oh, never mind. Oh my god, this thing is huge. Holy hell. Okay. Today I walked into the local grocery store and it was quite a sight. There were people everywhere buying anything they could get their hands on, and a fight broke out over a can of chili. I watched a baby in a cart nearly get tipped over by an older lady charging people as she made a dash for the register. The store seemed short on staff and couldn't restock quick enough. People were yelling at each other, at the clerks, at nothing at all. Most of these people are neighbors. When I was returning to my car, I heard a crash and a scream. A teenage girl who had been pinned down between a parked car and a car that was backing up. Only 2 people stopped to help the girl, and neither of them was the driver, who kept going. I called emergency services myself, and they told me that they would have someone there as soon as possible. After a half hour of waiting, the couple volunteered to drop the girl off at the hospital. There's still good people left in the world. The world was neither healing nor hopeful today. There are reports of militia groups that have joined the border police to violently repel the massive number of people trying to come into the country from the Mexican border. This is fueled most likely by anti-immigration sentiments and fear of the migrants being infected with the virus. As we've seen in the other parts of the world, the borders are full of people with hope that the next country was more prepared than the last. I want to express anger that we're combating these people rather than helping them, but I know all too well that some of them are probably carriers, and that we should try to defend our borders. I know that I would never have said this 2 weeks ago, but the world has changed and we're running out of time. Almost every nation and every other continent has closed their borders. Foreign news services are either silent, reporting themselves or repeating themselves, or no longer reaching out to the people they need to. The rumors are more plentiful and the public doubts them less now. The best reporting is coming in from people looking out their window, and its lack of objectivity makes it much more difficult to read and watch. A man in Berlin writes, I have stayed despite the warnings. I'm in my flat looking out over the main street. The military pulled out this morning. There were a few other people in the building, but I'm not sure if they're still here. They might be injured. There's someone walking around outside, but by their stagger I could tell they're not a real person. I'm worried that I made a poor decision staying here because I know all my food will only last me a few days, and I've seen people attacked by their survivors and the people who died. I'm afraid to open my door or leave this place. Please help me. Or this one from South Africa. The police stopped patrolling for fear of gangs. We were in the country, and some of our friends from Johannesburg came to stay with us once they heard the government offices were being evacuated. I'm not really sure what's going on or what to believe. We don't know anyone's sick. but the internet is going on about a virus. All I know is that people are turning on people. Our friend's teenage son was bitten, of all things, by a man while he was waiting at a stoplight. He's been in a state of shock since they arrived, and hopefully he'll be okay. My husband, our neighbor, and our gardener have been patrolling our property since last night, and at this point I do believe they would shoot any trespassers on sight. My hope is that the government rallies law and order before things get worse. New press conference is coming on. The president is being introduced, updated info on a virus. He's discussing the CDC report. The virus has spread to 80% of major population areas, and it's not airborne. He claims that the virus will return the dead to life, and it seems unsubstantiated. They're comparing it to rabies. Causes lack of concern for personal safety and violent behavior in the late stages of the disease. Authorities are issuing a warning for those that have family members with the virus to quarantine them and avoid them if they start displaying aggressive or threatening behavior. Cities without the resources to treat their citizens are being evacuated. The National Guard is establishing camps for displaced people. Injured or infected people will be directed to emergency medical facilities to be treated. Police and military have been issued orders to use extreme force on looters or lawbreakers. As of right now, a mandatory curfew is in effect, 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. Martial law is being declared, flights are grounded, borders closed. Citizens with the resources to do so are urged to secure their premises and stay indoors. Swift action is being promised in restoring order. President urges people not to panic and put faith in the men and women working to help Americans. God bless the United States. I think... Alright, this is difficult to process. A very new day for all of us, the world over. I'm not sure what to think at the moment. I do not think that we can let panic get the best of us. I think about the poor girl in the parking lot and how many people are suffering right now. I think that for society to keep itself together, we have to draw upon the strength and character that we built up our civilization to its current heights. If we all start ignoring the nobler instincts, surely this will end much worse. Atlanta's burning once more. The city's being evacuated, but I'm not sure where they expect all these people to go. There are estimates that about 5% of all emergency personnel are walking off duty. That number will probably increase. There's some footage on cable news networks showing the military personnel assigned to George Washington Bridge being overrun in a futile attempt to contain millions of people on an island that is by now crawling with infected individuals. The dead, if we truly believe what we are hearing and seeing. The West Coast is not faring any better, I'm afraid, as a blogger from Los Angeles described a scene of armed gangs versus police, gunfire, and intense gridlock. As he put it, these events have inspired a clash of 50 years in the making. Humanity is choosing to get theirs before they shuffle off this earth. Although even the great equalizer, death, is no longer absolute. Wow. Alright, so I think that's going to be the last one right there. We've only got a couple minutes left in the episode, and so what I think I may do is do like bonus off episodes. They won't be part of the regular series. They'll just be me reading those. And if you're interested in that, you can then go watch that separate video that will be tucked neatly into the playlist. And then, you know, that'll work the way it'll work. But for right now, we're going to have to leave it where it is because those readings are way too long for me to do them inside of an episode. Doing that one right there ate up a good 6 or 7 minutes, and so that's basically a quarter of the entire episode gone just reading. So, what we'll do today, actually, let me reassign things and we'll figure out where things are going, but I think we're not really going to be able to accomplish too much more today, unfortunately. Let's go back to the cafeteria. And we'll look at the job board. We'll see how long the well has going. Once that's done, it'll help out considerably, and we'll start working on creature comforts. We have 12 hours left on the well if we leave everybody working on it. What if I take Anita off? Then it's 18 hours, but I can then take... Max Getz is sick. Doug has no job, so we'll put him on the well to help out with it. There we go. Doug, you can help out with the well. So the well has been dug finally. We've got that done. I'm going to put Renee Cass back in the party. We've got everybody equipped the way that we want them to. Let's go find a new scavenging location. We don't have a choice. We need to get something done today, that's for sure. I also think it's probably a good idea to turn on the generator tonight. We've been losing way too much morale lately, so I think if morale gets... I don't want to go into a death spiral, and I'm not familiar enough with the game right now to know when I should and shouldn't be using power. We're going to use it tonight, though. We've got a pretty good backstock, so... I guess. Alright, the generator's been set to run today. We'll have that going so that maybe morale's a little bit better. We'll try and pick up what things we can where we can, but that minus 70 was bad. If you guys want to let me know what the critical level is, where your morale is just too low for things to function, I'd appreciate it, but I'll look it up after this episode anyways so that we don't run into any further problems. I'm going to work my way. We'll go a slight bit long right here, just so that we can get to a new location. And we can either hit... Oh, we haven't done Lano Residential? That's pretty close. The human campsite seems like a risk given how many people were there, and there was a lot of guns involved too, or there were a lot of guns involved. The Menards strip mall, though, is far enough away to where it might be risky too. I don't know if I should raid people or what I should do right now. Let's check the human campsite on the way out to Menards strip mall. And we'll see if these guys are friendly or not. That's actually something I didn't verify. If they're friendly, then we're good. If they're not friendly, then I have no faith that they're going to be friendly. I think this is probably going to end up poorly for us. But what I'll do is I'll send in one of my more armored members to talk it over with people maybe. And just see if there's any stimuli that take place when an angry looter. How angry are you? There's someone over here. Okay. So we just took a little bit of damage. I guess they're hostile. I don't know. I'm going to get up in here and we're going to get some for right now, I guess. We'll get started fighting and I'm going to move everybody else as far over as possible, although I'm going to try and keep them safe. I think our equipment probably allows us to be a little bit more aggressive in this case. I'm hoping, yeah, he's not going to be able to deal any damage because of our shield. So we should be able to line up with him, I think. There was a couple people with guns over here the last time we came here. I'm glad that they're hostile, by the way. If they weren't hostile, none of this would be useful to us. I'm hoping we just have like a big Donnybrook over here, and then we'll get a whole bunch of stuff out of it. He's going to panic and take a swing at us with an axe, and then he's going to get counterblowed to death. I don't want to die. Well, I don't know if I should kill him or not. He says he doesn't want to die, but he just attacked me on sight, so I'm a little bit nervous. Ooh, a hunting rifle. What does that use? 7.62? Ooh, nice. Okay. All right. Ranged options increasing. A cigar. A quality cigar. Relaxing after a hard day? Indeed. Cigars are amazing and delicious and wonderful. There's a laptop over there. I don't know if I should kill him or not. He attacked me, so I assume that maybe he doesn't count. I don't know. We'll know after this. What'll happen is when we close down combat right here, got a rifleman over here. Let's pull back behind the car for cover. We'll allow him to come to us. Basically police tactics right now to keep ourselves out of the way. He might be able to fire over the top of him. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a second. Okay, so I'm going to close with him since I've got armor. Over here, we'll work them around the car to come around and maybe close the gap on the next turn. It looks like he's the only one that's coming. Okay, so he missed with his first shot. The rifles take a lot of AP to use. He also stepped in a bad direction, which is not going to work out for him. So let's get moving on him. He doesn't have any armor, so maybe we'll be able to take him out quick and quiet. And not enough AP right there. I hope he doesn't choose to shoot anybody else that's less armored. They tend to focus on my tank pretty heavily, so... Oh, we got another guy coming in with a bat over there. Oh, no. Okay, so we're getting run up on now. It may be time to fall back on firearms and just solve these situations as quickly as we can. I'm going to line up. We got two guns coming from that way. Let's kind of do like a retreat. Not like a full-on retreat, but enough of a retreat to where I need him to go away right now. There we go. He's now downed. He's probably going to get shot on the next turn, though. Let's continue falling back. We're going to fall back over to here into any type of location which will remove their advantage from using guns. What I'd like to do is basically join a melee right here where everyone is forced to attack our main character. With him, I'm going to pull him back, actually. Oh, no, that guy's going to come back. I can't step over him. Okay, so he's going to have to stay here, I guess. We'll just start off right here, I guess. We're just going to unload full bore on these guys. I have no choice. Over on this side, I guess we'll finish him off. And if he comes back, I guess he comes back. He's got guns and other goodies, which we can grab, so I guess I'll take them. And this next turn is going to be the make it or break it. Okay, a little bit of... Actually, no damage right there. I was hoping the counter blow would kill him off. What I can do... Ooh, we got a crit right there, so that's unfortunate. That guy wasted his turn for some reason. Now that I'm bleeding, let me see if I can drop him. Having taken critical damage, it's unfortunate that we're in the situation we are, but I think we might survive this. We just got to play it very, very carefully for right now. There we go. If I can get rid of some of these thugs with guns, we'll be in much better shape, because the guns are a huge risk for us right now. I'm going to have her run up behind him and apply a med kit to him. And then maybe step in down here. Joel's going to have to fend for himself for a little bit. He let fly with the bat for 9 damage. I'm stunned now, so that's 10 damage. The counter blow didn't go off either, so yeah, we're going to need a dogpile over here. He missed his shot, which is really good, but he might take 2. He missed both! Oh my god, they almost never miss like this. I'm not worried about his gun. His gun is a non-issue. Right now, oh, never mind, it lowers your hit rate then, I guess. Alright, so it doesn't actually... Oh, good, we hit him. It lowers your hit rate, so it doesn't actually affect much. Alright, now he's wounded. How much does reloading cost me? 7? It might be better off to try and get in here and finish him with the hammer then. There we go. So accuracy's gone, but they're at point blank range, so this may not work out the way we want it to. With the little step that we took right there, they are going to get another turn, which is very unfortunate. There we go. Give back. Give back a little. That guy's going to panic and take a shot at our officer, I guess. Because he's stunned, his accuracy should be fairly low. I'm going to assume that he blocked that bullet with his hubcap shield, which is the most manly thing ever. He's still stunned though, huh? Alright, well I guess we'll take our chances with the 40% swings. 37 if you want to be more specific, but... So there's 2 to step to there. He'll still get 2 attacks. Let's do that. That might work. Assuming we don't miss. There we go. So another looter down. I kind of feel like I'm murdering innocent people right now. I walked into their camp, though. I was careful about it. I walked into their camp trying to make sure that... I mean, I walked in with weapons drawn, but you can't put your weapons away, so what do you expect, you know? That guy must be out of bullets or something. I didn't want to be a raider, but... I'm not going to say they forced me into this situation, but what I will say is that they did attack first. They drew the first blood, so you know what? I guess all's fair. He took a swing at me first, so... He could have been like, hey man, what are you doing in my camp? And he avoided that entirely. Alright, 3 AP left right there. Still no stun off, though. I suppose I should bring bladed weapons along just in case. Oh, there's the gunshot right there that I was worried about. Hope for no crit! I just heard a zombie, so I think we might get a looter, or we might get a zombie that respawns. Let's see if we can finish this off. That's why I'm not executing people in combat, is because it's a compounded issue that I don't feel like dealing with. If we end up with like 50 zombies spawning on us simultaneously, it's going to be more of a mess than we can deal with effectively. Okay. Everybody's down. Ooh, we got zombies coming in. Everybody, group up, group up. Everybody, come on, get away. Let the zombies do what they're going to do, but we're not going to participate. I'm going to break the episode. No, I'm not actually, because this is the last episode that I'm recording for the day, so I'm just going to go long, and you can all benefit from it, I guess. This will be an extra long episode. They should go down here and kill these guys, but they may respawn. That is my current concern, that there is a likelihood that they might respawn after having been bitten. We could end up with a lot of zombies right here. Like, a lot of zombies. A ton of zombies. I'm gonna kind of move people into range just in case we have to do crowd control here. Yeah, they came back. That's what I was concerned about. So we're gonna end up with what looks like maybe 5-6 zombies at the end of this. We're gonna have to double kill everything basically. However, it's gonna take them a little while to get done, so that'll buy us a little bit of time. And they don't spawn until the next turn, so bare minimum, hopefully we can get rid of this one. Alright. That one's down. I'm going to move him around so that we have kind of like a little flanking action going right here. They're moving towards the next dead guy. Ooh. I was hoping they might trigger another patrol over here or something of the looters. They are going in that direction. Let's just move around a little bit. See if we can get that zombie's attention. I'm hoping there's more guys down there or something that maybe the zombies will go skirmish with, cause some problems, get themselves killed off. I should have stopped those zombies before they got there, but I wasn't sure how many of them there were. Only 2 of them came into line of sight, and I was like, it could be like a crowd. I've watched enough zombie movies to know where this is going. It's a horde! This many zombies could be problematic. And it will be problematic. Ooh, how did he still get... Did they just get to take a double turn? They just took a double turn. See, that's what I mean. Like, every now and again, the AI gets to cheat and they get a double turn. Like, he got to move and then move again and then bite again. Like, why did... It looks like the combat opened and closed or something. Let them do what they're gonna do, I guess. I guess they're trying to keep me from, like, doing exactly what I'm doing right now, but this is a valid strategy for fighting zombies. Alright, well, we'll step to here. I'm going to try and get rid of this one, I guess. There we go. A little bit of damage done. Hopefully she can finish it. But all it takes is a couple of misses for this to get real ugly real fast. He should retreat. He's got way too many zombies on him, so I'm going to have him run away. Just because it's a real bad idea to go 1v2 in this game. There we go. That's a better position to be in. Not an amazing position, but... See, they just got a double turn again. Did they? No, they didn't. Okay, I'm getting paranoid now. I'm getting real paranoid. This double turn stuff doesn't fly with me. There's also no Overwatch or anything in this game, which is weird. I guess I'll heal Joel since I have the AP to do so. Get him, like, up out of the danger zone, I guess. And then I'll draw him back over to here. We'll figure out how we want to deal with the undead once they arrive on spot. Okay, so there's a 26, so she would have taken 31. It's not as bad as it could have been, but still bad by comparison. Let's get rid of this looter over here. Unfortunately, he managed to dodge me on that first go. I could sacrifice a hit right there to get into a position of dominance, but it's going to cost me a turn, unfortunately. I was gambling that I could make all 3 swings. It wasn't statistically impossible, but I was trying to make all 3 swings and kill him off on 1 turn. We might be okay here. Okay. Awesome. Yes, could not have gone better. Okay. Happy. I should have attacked the one that's behind him, but she'll get it on this turn anyways, so I'm going to rotate a little bit. We'll make our swings right there. No death right there, unfortunately. We shall apply the permadeath to these zombies. They do not appreciate the power of the roguelike. There it is. And so now we're finished. Wow, that got into a... That was probably one of the bigger fights we've been in so far. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle. Next episode, we will loot the hell on out of this place. And after looting the hell on out of this place, we will bring it on back home. And hopefully we get some good commodities to make people happy. I don't like relying on the generator like we are right now, but at least it seems like our morale is kind of spiraling out of control. My name is Splattercat. I'll see y'all next time. Hi do, everybody.